T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Technology. Technology has been accelerating the evolution of mankind. It has been transforming our lives ever since and shaping our future with profound implications which we can't even begin to see or understand. The advancements in technology have taken place at such a fast pace that our lives have been revolutionized and we are able to visualize our bright future. Over the ages, one momentous event that geared up the growth of technology is the discovery of electricity. Electricity has filled up our homes with light and happiness. However, at present, a huge quantum of electricity is produced from coal, having an adverse impact on the environment. Scientists and engineers are grappling with the challenge of producing eco-friendly green power for the overall benefit of mankind. HPGCL, Haryana Power Generation Corporation Limited. With a vision of becoming a modern world-class integrated power generation company and committed to powering Haryana's growth on all fronts, is making continuous and successful efforts in generating sufficient, uninterrupted, environment-friendly power for millions of consumers of the state of Haryana. Haryana Power Generation Corporation Limited came into existence on 14 August 1998 after the restructuring of Haryana State Electricity Board into Haryana Power Generation Corporation Limited, Haryana Vidut Prasaram Nigam Limited, Uttar Haryana Bijli Vitram Nigam Limited, and Dakshin Haryana Bijli Vitram Nigam Limited under the Power Sector Reforms Program.
HPGCL is empowering Haryana's growth in all the fronts. We are ensuring that we'll meet the new power requirements of the state and also ensuring that our plants will run efficiently.
In 1998, HPGCL was formed with total generation capacity of 863 megawatts. In 2004, two hydroelectric machines of 7.2 megawatt capacity each were installed in Yamunanagar, and a 250 megawatt thermal generating unit was commissioned in Panipat. Another 250 megawatt unit was commissioned in Panipat in 2005. Later in 2008, two units of 300 megawatts each were commissioned at Yamunanagar. 2010 was a memorable year for HPGCL as it was awarded Gold Seal by Ministry of Power in January 2010 for meritorious performance relating to early completion of two 300 megawatt units in Yamunanagar. Also in the same year, HPGCL commissioned India's first 600 megawatt capacity thermal generating unit in Hisar. In the subsequent year, HPGCL commissioned India's second 600 megawatt capacity thermal unit, also in Hisar.
At the same time, we are also ensuring that our employees meet the challenges of the power sector, which are likely to be there in the coming years.
Fully aware of its responsibility towards the society, HPGCL has given employment to the dependents of landowners whose land was acquired for setting up of thermal power plants. HPGCL raised the level of its operations to global standards after obtaining several certifications awarded by a world-class certifying agency, British Standards Institution. Haryana is one of the high per capita consumption states in the country and has already achieved 100% electrification in its villages way back in 1971 to 72. At present, Haryana is well on its way to achieve 24/7 power for all. In the last 18 years, we have significantly increased the installed generation capacity from 863 megawatts to 2,782 megawatts. In order to reduce the environmental impact due to emissions, it is our endeavor to maintain our power plant equipment at the highest possible standards and to operate the power plants at the maximum possible efficiency. These untiring efforts are supporting the country in minimizing the carbon footprint and to leave a clean and green world for our future generations. Safety at the workplace is another focus area at HPGCL power plants, and our goal is to achieve zero accident rate.
HPGCL is a profit-making organization. Last 3 years we have had profit in the books.
A credit rating A+ was awarded by PFC and REC due to turnaround of HPGCL in profitability and efficient financial and operational management. Total coal allocation of HPGCL power stations is 142 lock tons, which is equivalent to 3,685 railway rakes of coal from various companies of Coal India Limited. Our dedicated engineers and supporting staff are operating the high-tech, state-of-the-art power plants round the clock at a high level of efficiency by constantly monitoring and maintaining hundreds of critical parameters. They are highly motivated and are always in a state of readiness to meet with any emergency in the plant.
It's our endeavor to maintain the plants at the highest level of efficiency, and our Yamunanagar and Hisar plants are the latest design and technology.
Majority of Indian coal has more than 35% ash. Huge amount of ash is produced daily at HPGCL power stations as a byproduct of coal-based power generation. Sustainable utilization of this ash is one of the key focus areas of HPGCL. No longer is ash looked upon as a waste product, but as a commodity which can generate revenue for the generating company. HPGCL has long-term contracts with cement companies for utilization of dry fly ash at their cement plants. Fly ash is also utilized in manufacture of bricks, ash blocks, and tiles, etc. HPGCL has been successful in disposing off its pond ash also for utilization in construction of highways, landfilling, and various other activities. As per the stipulations of Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change Government of India, HPGCL is ensuring that 100% of ash generated is gainfully utilized. In order to further reduce the fuel cost, several initiatives are continuously taken by the management. In order to improve the efficiency of its thermal power stations and to promote effective communications among all levels of hierarchy, various steps are taken by HPGCL. Apex Committee comprising of Managing Director, Directors, all Chief Engineers, and Financial Advisors has been constituted to monitor the progress and performance of all power stations. Operation review teams comprising of HPGCL engineers and ex-NTPC experts have been constituted to monitor the performance of thermal power plants on monthly basis. Apart from that, daily plant meetings are being held by chief engineers of power stations, with officers to closely monitor performance parameters and for sorting out day-to-day problems quickly. Other activities include formation of various groups, such as cross-functional groups and performance monitoring groups to monitor various parameters and to take remedial measures so that a problem does not occur again. There are other domain knowledge teams, boiler knowledge team, turbine knowledge team, etc., which have been constituted to closely monitor performance, improve reliability, and to inspect and ensure good quality of work during overhauling of the thermal units.
HPGCL is also planning to enter the new arena of solar energy.
Green India. That's what inspired us to move ahead with installation of renewable energy in our plants in Haryana. HPGCL has taken initiatives for installation of 133 megawatt solar power projects at wastelands as well as on the lands owned by it in consultation with Department of Renewable Energy. Taking a step forward in renewable energy power generation, a 10 megawatt solar plant has been recently set up in Panipat. HPGCL is making all possible efforts to replace old subcritical units with high-efficient supercritical units and is planning to set up 800 megawatt supercritical units each in Panipat and Yamunanagar. we are partnering with Haryana State Industrial and Infrastructure Development Corporation in Saur Orja Nigam, Sun Haryana, to develop 500 megawatt solar parks in Haryana. Also, we have initiated all the necessary activities for development of Kalyanpur Badolpura coal block in Jharkhand, which was allocated to HPGCL by the Government of India. HPGCL is playing a leading and meaningful role in bringing qualitative improvement in the surrounding environment and the life of people of Haryana.
We have developed a corporate social responsibility policy for organization, which the board has cleared, and we are going to implement the schemes which are required for meeting the challenges of the villages nearby to our power stations and their needs, daily needs, and the medical health requirements and the educational requirements through the CSR policy.
A happy India, enlightened India, a clean India. This goal is motivating us to move ahead and provide people with clean and efficient energy on which they can trust.